It's me, Miss Ray. I'm back today with Dr. Body, and we're going to learn about another system in our body. Are you ready? Okay, now, at the end of yesterday's or the day before, I can't remember when we showed this one, at the end of our last lesson, Dr. Body gave us a clue about the system we're going to learn about today. She said, we'll have a lot to chew on. What do you think? What do you think we're going to learn about today? That's right. We're going to talk about food and how food travels through our bodies. We're going to learn about the digestive system. Oh yeah. So, are you ready? I can't wait. I'm always hungry. I'm always eating or snacking. I don't know about you all. I bet you're always snacking too because my kids are constantly eating. I'm going to share my screen and then we're going to do our vocabulary words first. And then we're going to get ready into our lesson and see. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you this. I learned how long your food stays in your body. My mind was blown. Let me just go ahead and tell you. My mind was blown. Let me share my screen. Okay, let's do our vocabulary. If I can find it. Here we go. First word is digestion, the bodily process by which food is broken down into a usable form. The digestion of food takes the body several days to complete. Digestive system, the system that processes energy-giving food in the body. The digestive system uses special juices to turn solid foods into liquids. Esophagus. Can you say that? Esophagus. A muscular tube that connects the mouth to the stomach. He could feel the warm milk move down his esophagus. We learned about the muscles last lesson, and they talked about how the esophagus is a muscular tube. Interesting. Intestine, an organ connected to the stomach that continues the digestive process. Food passes from your stomach into your small intestine. Stomach, the organ in your body where food goes to be partially digested. Whereas humans only have one stomach, cows have 4. What? That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, guys, so now we know our vocabulary for this this story. Let's get started, shall we? That looks good, doesn't it? What do you see? Are any of those your favorite foods? I see. Let's see. I like the grapes. I like the oranges. The pizza is really good too. I like corn on the cob. I like broccoli in some things, but I don't really like broccoli a whole lot. And peppers, I'll eat them in some things, but I don't like them by themselves. Bananas are good. Sweet potatoes, I'm coming. Not a fan of avocado, but I like raisins. So, and it looks like maybe those are some dates, and not sure what else that is. Some strawberries we got. Strawberries I like. Pears I like. You know what? I don't like tomatoes. It's crazy. I don't like tomatoes. Well, look at here. Is that a chicken burrito? I don't know. Let's read and find out. Ready? Yum. A chicken burrito. I, Dr. Wellbody, the rhyming pediatrician, am feeling hungry. I think a chicken burrito would taste mighty good right about now. Healthy foods like chicken burritos, homemade pizza, apples, and carrots are extremely important to our bodies. We cannot live without food. Food is the fuel that gives us the energy we need to stay alive, to walk, talk, think, and breathe. The energy from food helps us stay warm. We use its energy even when we are sleeping. Food helps children grow. It helps us heal when we are hurt or sick. So, how do our bodies process or digest the food we eat? Your digestive system makes all this happen. Let's find out how it works. Remember, a system is a group of that work together. Pretend that you just took a bite out of a cracker. That's a big. All right. What are you going to do now? That's right. You're going to chew. And while your teeth are crushing and chomping on the cracker, a liquid called saliva is helping to soften the food in your mouth and make it even mushier. Does anyone know a name for saliva? It's spit. Once your food is good and mushy, it's time to swallow. When you do, the chewed up food goes into a tube that connects your mouth to your stomach. This tube is called the esophagus. So here, right here, you can see it's in yellow. That is your esophagus. It is about half as long as your arm and about as wide as your thumb. So think about this. Hold out your arm. So it's about half of your arm. So I'm cut about half of it. It's only about that long. And it's only this wide. So your food has to fit down there. So that's why when your parents tell you chew your food really good, it's because if you don't, you can swallow it and it'll get stuck in your esophagus because look how small it is. Okay? It is, The food doesn't just slide down it. There are muscles in your esophagus that squeeze the food along, the way you squeeze toothpaste from a tube. From there, the food goes into your stomach. So how do our muscles help our digestive system? So far, we've learned that it helps squeeze that food down the tube into our stomachs. That's crazy that our muscles are helping us to eat. Cool. Do you know what your stomach is? If you point to a spot a little bit above your belly button and then move your hand a little more to the left, you can feel your rib bones. So stand up. So let's see. Here's my belly button. So I'm going to go up a little bit and then I'm going to go over to my left and I can feel your stomach is behind your ribs. It's right in there, partly behind your ribs and kind of out to the side. So right here is where your stomach is. Your stomach is like a big bag or balloon. It expands or gets bigger as it fills with food. Powerful muscles in your stomach squeeze the food and churn it around like clothes in a washing machine. So, how does our stomach or our muscles help us again in our digestive system? First, it squeezes the food down your esophagus. Now it's helping to squeeze your stomach and move that food around. At the same time, stomach juices, a watery mixture made by your body, help turn the mushy food into liquid. Food stays in your stomach for about 3 or 4 hours. What? That means when you eat something, you keep that food in your stomach for about 3 or 4 hours. That's crazy. Digestion is happening while you work, play, and sleep. So digestion is the process that your body uses to turn your food into things your body needs. So what's the last thing I ate? I had a Reese cup. I took it out of my kids' trick-or-treat basket. Shh, don't tell them. I ate a Reese cup earlier. So right now, my stomach is working on digesting that Reese cup in my belly. That's crazy. Every time you eat a meal, you swallow a little air. As your stomach churns the food, the air makes noises, sometimes called tummy rumblings. When the air passes back out through your mouth, sometimes with a loud noise, it's called belching or burping. So what should you do when you belch or burp? It'd be polite to say, excuse me, wouldn't it? But now you know, burping happens when your food is being digested. How cool is that? The liquid moves from your stomach a little bit at a time into a tube called the small intestines. So right here, kind of looks like a snake, doesn't it? This is your small intestines. See these right here? Oh, excuse me. Your small intestine is narrow, but is very long, around 15 feet. What? And since you are probably only around 4 feet tall, how does your intestine, more than 3 times longer than you are, fit inside you? Let's see, I am 5'8". So it would take almost 3 of me standing on top of each other to make up one long small intestine. How does all that fit in my body? Like the picture shows, it's all squished together in it. It's all folded up on top of each other. The answer is that your intestine is all coiled or folded up inside you, underneath your stomach. So here's your stomach. Here's your small intestine. Food stays in the small intestine about 6 hours. So after your food, my Reese cup has stayed in my belly for or my stomach 3 to 4 hours, then it moves into my small intestine and it takes 6 hours to make its way through there. That's a long time. What's 6 plus 4? 10. It's been inside my body for almost 10 hours at this point. Oh, that's crazy. In the small intestines, all the good things from the liquid food gets absorbed by or taken into your blood. The food or the blood carries these nutrients and vitamins from the liquid food that's been digested around your body so they can give you energy, help you grow, and keep you healthy. Do you think my body's getting a whole lot of good stuff from a Reese cup? Probably not. That's why it's important that we eat good, healthy foods so our bodies can get what we need and only have junk food every now and then. All right, let's keep going. The large intestine. But there's still some bits of food that aren't used up and are left behind in the small intestines. These leftover bits are called waste. The waste gets pushed into your large intestine. This is a tube like your small intestine, only shorter and wider. It's curled like an upside down U around your small intestine. So I'm going to go back one picture. Oops, wrong way. Here is your large intestine. See it right here? All right, now let's go back. Whoop. And then here's your large intestine again. See how it's behind there? From there, the waste gets pushed out of your bottom when you go to the bathroom. So basically, whatever you don't use in your small intestines gets pushed into your large intestines, and eventually you push it into the toilet. It may take 2 days for food to travel through your whole digestive system. Did you hear that? 2 days. So if I eat my Reese cup, like I said earlier, it might be Friday before it leaves my body completely. That's crazy. So I better start eating better, huh? I better eat some healthy foods. If my body's going to eat up or take 2 days to absorb everything and get rid of everything, better eat something healthy. And that is how digestion works. Here's my little rhyme about the digestive system. A healthy body needs good food. There really is no question. Your body gets the things it needs. Just leave it to digestion. The next time we get together, I'll help you find out about the most important muscle in your body, one that works all the time, but never gets tired. Wonder what that one could be. It's a muscle that works in your body all the time, but it never gets tired. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait till our next lesson to find out. All right. So let's look at our rhyme one more time. See what I did there? A healthy body needs good food. There really is no question. Your body gets the things it needs. Just leave it to digestion. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. And let's talk about our lesson today. We learned all about the digestive system, which was crazy to me. We learned that our food stays in our stomach for about 2 hours, and then in our small intestines it stays in our stomachs for about 3 to 4 hours, and then it stays in our intestines for 6 hours, and it can take 2 days to fully get out of our system. What? Like, that just blows my mind. I can't believe it takes that long. I never knew that. All right, so I just gave you the answer to this question. Listen carefully. How long does it take for our body to process or digest food? 2 days. Why do we need food? Yeah, it gives us energy and it helps us stay alive and healthy and helps us grow. Once you swallow your food, it is squeezed along a tube called the esophagus. What organs have we learned about that help us squeeze the food on its way down? Those muscles. We've got muscles everywhere, don't we? It's crazy. Muscles also help to turn food from solids into liquid. In what part of our body does this happen? In our stomachs. Yeah. Remember, we learned that cows have 4 stomachs. We only have 1, but cows have. How does your food get carried to other parts of your body to provide the energy you need? It gets absorbed through the blood, doesn't it? The blood carries it places. Now, is our stomach muscle voluntary or involuntary? Involuntary. It means that our brain doesn't have to tell it to work. It does it automatically on its own. Okay? So, there we go, guys. We learned about digestion. My mind was blown. I don't know about your mind. Your mind may have been blown, may not have been. But I can't wait to find out what muscle we use all the time and it never gets tired. Because I don't know about you, but when I run or walk, upstairs especially, I get tired. My muscles get tired. They get sore. I wonder what muscle constantly works but doesn't get tired. Guess you're just going to have to come back and find out on our next lesson. So go work in Google Classroom to answer those wonderful questions that I have waiting for you. And I'll see you guys on the next lesson when we find out the mystery. Okay? Bye.